I was on my way to the studio to film my TV show, Secrets of the Stage, and I wanted to decorate my set. So I stopped by the deli, and I picked up a bouquet of tulips. They were so beautiful, and so I go into the studio, cut the tulips, and I placed them in the vase. And my first guest came in. The director said, "Action!" And we had a marvelous conversation, but he had shut the door, so it was under the lights, it was getting really hot in there. The door swings open, and my producer walks in, and he says, "You are full of hot air to my guest." He said, "You sucked the oxygen out of the room." And he's like, "We just spent 28 minutes in the control room watching your tulips wilt." So I looked over at my tulips, I'm like, "What's wrong with my tulips?" And my little hot pink tulips were bowing their heads to the table. They looked like they were almost dead, and I was like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do? St. Anthony, I have another guest, I have another segment. Please make them rise to the occasion." And then I realized I forgot to put water in the vase. And so with the heat, it went over. So my producer put cold water in it, and I'm praying to St. Anthony, and my other guest comes on. The director yells, "Cut!" The door swings open, and my producer comes out, and he said, "Oh my God, I watched the tulips rise. They're standing at attention." And we looked at each other, and we couldn't believe it. We had erect tulips. And then I thought to myself, how many times are we like those tulips? How many times do we not water our tulips? Especially when we're in a negative place and we bring all that negative energy to the people around us, to our conversations. Or how many times do we walk into a room and have a conversation and make those tulips rise? And then I realized, I'm that tulip. You see, my husband passed away in March. He was 53. He died of COVID in 48 hours. I was not prepared for that. And he was the person who watered me, who nurtured me, and he made me shine. And I realized that I can't sit in my self-pity. And I have to look at the situation and celebrate the 20 years we had together and what he gave me and who he wanted me to be. So what I did was I started getting into state. Instead of sitting in that darkness where we engage with people from the negative perspective and we suck the energy out of the tulips, I was changing my state. I was moving my body. I was dancing. I was breathing. I was getting my oxygen going. I was getting my blood going. And I was just trying to change where I was in space and time. And then I also decided that I was going to change my words and my thoughts. I'm from Indiana. So we always say, "Yeah, but," or we have those habits in our language that make us smaller, or that negate a criticism or a suggestion or something, and we say why something can't be done. "Yeah, but." Or we have those habits in our language that make us smaller. I used to do the self-deprecating thing, saying, "Oh, Paul did the contracts. He was great with money. I'm not good with money. I'm just good at spending it." But I have to honor him, and I have to honor myself. I have to be good with money. I have to be good with making decisions because I'm on my own. I will learn. I ask you, when you walk into a room and you have an appointment, or you have to make that call, or you have to step on stage, are you like the tulips? Does your energy make the tulip wilt, or does your energy bring the tulip to life and rise? Thank you.